Okay, fellas, I need some advice. I have a client who owns a townhome and rented it out. He had a court order eviction and tenants left town. He wants me to clear out the remaining items and haul them away. What's the protocol of these type of jobs? Do I need a copy of the eviction notice? And should I have a sheriff present when removing? What's everyone's experience? What do you think? Thank you. Junk Guys DFW, guys, part 2 of a 5-part series of questions here on the Facebook junk removal discussion group. I'm going to answer this question. So Beltway Hauling LLC asked this question on the Facebook discussion group. Now I'm just going to give a kind of like my opinion about something like this. The question asked by Beltway was, he was hired by the homeowner to remove junk that he's got a court order from the fellow tenants who just happen to take a vacation at the time that he wants the junk removal company to go in there and remove all this stuff. Is it legal? Is he doing something wrong? Does he have to look at the paperwork? Well, I'm going to tell it like this, Beltway. What are you so worried about, man? This is none of your business. If you have a court order or if you need a sheriff present, I'm going to tell you, if the homeowner orders you to remove junk from a home, then go do it. I'm going to tell you why. He is liable for you, not for the company that went and did it. He is liable, but he's got a court order. So he tells you and he asks you to go and remove this stuff, and he's going to pay you. Go do it. Go make your money. I don't think it's any of your business if it's his home or if it isn't his home. If he's paying you to do the job and you know it's his house and he's got a court order, then I think you're doing it out of your goodwill. You're doing it out of trusting somebody. This is something that, some kind of litigation you don't want to get involved with, some kind of law that it's none of your business. The more you look into this, Beltway, I think the more you're going to realize that it's something that you don't want to stick your nose in. Listen, one thing is, if you think it doesn't smell good, it doesn't look good, and it's something you shouldn't do, then you know what? Don't do it. Let your competitor make the money and not get in trouble for it. Because Beltway, here's what's going on. You're getting too involved into the law. You're getting too involved into any kind of litigation that will happen on a house like this. If the homeowner hires you and he says, hey, I got the keys, come on into my house, clean it out for me, I'd really appreciate this. The tenants happen to leave on vacation. Can you clean out all this mess? I'm going to pay you. If he pays you, you're in and you're out. Okay? You had no liability about this. As a matter of fact, the more that he tells you about his business, the more you should kind of go, I don't care about this. You know, the more it's none of your business. Go in there and clean it out. Make your money and throw the stuff away. If you're questioning about it, say, hey, the homeowner hired me. I didn't ask any questions. This is something we do on a daily basis. Now, am I answering this question out of my ass, or am I asking a professional? Beltway, it's happened to me twice. Okay, one time it happened to me in Fort Worth where a young lady hired me, and I knew this lady because I had done her home and she rented another house. So like, these people went to work. Okay, this lady didn't even have paperwork, and she said, could you help me out? These guys haven't paid me rent in 6 months and I want them to leave. And I told the lady, ma'am, I will do it, but you can't tell anybody that I went in there and did it. She said, no problem. They usually leave work between 8 and 8:30. Can you be there at 9? And I said, yes. I pulled up, minding my own business. I cleaned out the house. I drove off. I charged the lady $600 for a $300 job. She was so happy. And guess what? I never got a phone call of it. And my business, you're not going to believe this, Beltway, but my business kept on going the next day. Isn't that crazy? I never got in trouble for it. All right, scenario number 2. I was in Dallas, Texas. I did an eviction. The guy said, I have an eviction notice from the judge that these people have to be evicted. And I said, okay, no problem. Have you presented it? I actually went to the guy, did you tell the homeowners? And he's like, well, they're not here at the moment. I said, oh, okay, no problem. But this is your house. And he was like, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I'm there to do a job. If you hire me, I'm going to clean it out. If you pay me, I'm definitely going to clean it out. This is none of my business. But I just wanted to know at that time if it was his home. And he said, yes, it was. I didn't look it up. I trusted the guy. I cleaned out this house the whole living room and 2 bedrooms for about $500. Completed the job in about 1 hour, and I did it really quick, just thinking, hey, is this guy hustling me? Is there something wrong with what I did? But he did have a piece of paper with him the whole time. I never asked him to see it. It was none of my business. I'm going to tell you why it's none of my business. Because, see, we're a pawn in this business for him. I was a pawn for him. He was only using me to clean out the place. He didn't care if I got in trouble or if I didn't get in trouble. My thing is this. I'm hired to do a job. If I take stuff from my house, I had this guy's permission. I had no idea. I get hired to do thousands and thousands of jobs on a yearly basis. Why am I going to care about one guy who pays me to do a job? I go and dispose of this stuff. If they want to go pick it up from the landfill, that's their problem. But listen, honestly, I was there with good intentions to clean out a house. So in Dallas, in this scenario, I went and cleaned up this house. I got paid for it, and it was over. Nothing ever happened to me. I never heard back from anybody, and the house was cleaned, and I got paid. So Beltway, I hope this answers that question. It's none of your business to look at some court papers or anything. You're getting hired by the owner. Go clean it, go make your money, and take it home and spend it on your kids or your wife. There you go. All right, guys, so this is part 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you like these videos, subscribe over there to the right side. On the left side, check out my other videos. Bye-bye.